Hello everybody, hope you're well. It is Cash King here, and in this stock pick session I'm going to be analysing a very exciting company called DeepMatter Group. So without any further ado, let's get started. The company was formerly called Cronin Group plc, and they're based in Glasgow with their shares listed on the AIM market in the UK. And basically the company is all about the digitization of chemistry. So they've developed both hardware and software solutions, and they're involved in big data analysis. So they have a number of products listed on their website, but clearly their flagship product is one called Digital Glassware, which is an innovative cloud-based digital chemistry platform. So if we take a quick look at the stock profile on Yahoo Finance, we can see that the market capitalization of the company is about £14 million, and the 52-week high of the share price has been 3.16p, and the 52-week low has been about 1.4p. Further to that, there's 922 million outstanding shares on the company, and almost 50% of the shares are held by insiders, which is pretty high, and approximately 30% of the shares are owned by institutions, which for such a small company based in Glasgow with a small market capitalization is very high. So that's looking quite good for the company, that they've got a lot of institutional buy-in. The share price is currently 1.53 pence, and over the last 6 months or so this has been experiencing a trend downwards, although in the last 3 to 4 months it has been bouncing between a support and resistance line, which I've noted on the graphic. Currently it's at the support level, so potentially a good entry point if you like the company and its long-term future. Now if we take a look at their balance sheet, we can see that they actually have a high ratio of assets to liabilities, so approximately 10 million in assets and only a fraction of that in liabilities, which is looking quite healthy for the company. Their income statement shows that they've only been generating revenue for the last couple of years, although this did slightly increase from 2019 to 2020, and that their reliance on financing has decreased slightly over the last couple of years in terms of their cash flow. So now let's move on to some recent RNS announcements of the company. So in recent weeks it was announced that Mark Warren, who's the CEO of DeepMatter Group, has been invited to chair the Industrial Advisory Board at Imperial College London for the next 2 years. So this is exciting because he'll be liaising closely with their partners, which includes AstraZeneca, Glaxosmithkline, IBM, as well as others like Pfizer. So that's very exciting for the company, and they should develop a lot of key working relationships that could potentially result in revenue further down the line. Also, this year there's been quite a few announcements in terms of university partnerships, with Cambridge, Leeds and Nottingham signing up to use the company's digital glassware platform, which is very exciting. They did also manage to sign a co-distribution agreement with Elemental Machines, which is a US-based organization, and this was to promote digital glassware in the USA to its network of biotech and pharmaceutical companies, and in turn DeepMatter Group would promote their products in Europe. So it's great that this year they signed up to get access to the US as well. And they also did manage to sign a multi-year agreement to provide proprietary chemical structure and reaction data to Merck Life Sciences this year as well. And also another key RNS, which is a little bit old now, but it was announced I think in 2019, was when AstraZeneca signed up to use the company's digital glassware platform as well. So not too much has been heard about that lately, but I think that's quite a relevant and important RNS just to make note of, because people were quite excited about it at the time, and it could potentially morph into something in the future as well, who knows. But AstraZeneca is definitely a big name, and they are one of the partners now at Imperial College, so we'll see if anything comes to fruition or further on that. So why do I quite like this stock? I think it's very clear that they have a growing network of academic institutions and industrial partners, which should definitely help them generate revenue over the coming years. Also, the company is quite exciting and has a lot of potential, so let me tell you a little bit more about their flagship product, Digital Glassware. So it's an integrated software, hardware and artificial intelligence enabled platform which allows chemistry experiments to be accurately and systematically recorded, coded and entered into a shared data cloud, allowing real-time and post-hoc analysis of the chemistry. So the systematic structuring and recording of the data within this digital glassware software means that the platform can provide large and structured chemical reaction datasets suitable for interrogation by machine learning techniques in a way not previously possible. So the company is doing some innovative things with its products, and the fact that in the world of COVID, the product facilitates remote working is also a bonus as well, which has been alluded to this year across a number of their announcements. Also, the company is starting to generate a small revenue. We've seen in the graphic that I shared earlier in the video, it's only been generating revenue for a couple of years, but this has grown slightly, and hopefully this can grow more into the future with all of these recent announcements. And lastly, I did want to mention that there is an analyst price target which was released by Canaccord Genuity of 3.3 pence for the stock, which is over double the share price it is now. This has been inaccurately reported online as 33 pence. So you can see here on the website LSE, which a lot of people use in the UK, it has inaccurately been reported as 33 pence, which is not correct. If you go onto the DeepMatter group website, you can see a snippet of the report where it mentions that the target is 3.3 pence. But that's still a good price target. I think it has potential to reach over this in the long term because it's a transformative company potentially. So it's good that they're starting to get some coverage, and that's a reiteration of the price target. So they previously did release the target at the same level, and they've kept this as a reiteration, so they've not downgraded it, which is good. And it's good that it's starting to get some traction, and hopefully they'll get a little bit more PR in the future as hopefully their partnerships pick up, but we'll see where they go. And that is the end of the stock pick session. Comment below on anything you think I may have missed or you want to add to the stock pick session. Like the video and subscribe to the channel to support Cash King investing. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next time.